Today, we're uncorking a story that's been hiding in plain sight. We're talking about a wine tradition so ancient, it's a real wonder it's not on every wine list in the world. So let's get into it, because we're about to discover one of Europe's best-kept secrets.
So, let me ask you something. When you think of Old World wine, where does your mind go? Probably France, Italy, maybe Spain? Of course. But what if I told you that one of the continent's most ancient wine cultures is absolutely thriving somewhere you'd probably never guess?
That's right, tucked away right in the heart of the Balkans. We're talking about Serbia, a country whose vineyards tell a story that's thousands of years old. And it's a story of empires, of monks, of total collapse, and, well, a pretty remarkable comeback.
Okay, so let's start with the big picture. What we're looking at is a region that has all the ingredients, all of them, to be a world-class wine producer, and yet, for decades, it's been almost completely off the mainstream map. How is that possible?
Serbia is a land of incredible terroir, shaped by its climate and massive rivers like the Danube. Its winemaking history can seriously go toe-to-toe with the greats, but it's just been overshadowed for so long. So today, we're going to pull back that curtain and see what makes this forgotten vineyard so special.
To really get Serbian wine, you have to understand its history. And trust me, it's been a total roller coaster. This isn't just about grapes in a bottle. It's a story of pure survival against some pretty crazy odds.
And what a journey it's been. It all kicks off back in the Roman era when Serbian wine was a hot commodity across the entire empire. Then, fast forward to the Middle Ages, and you've got Orthodox monks who basically become the guardians of this tradition, carefully tending the vines. But then, centuries of Ottoman rule hit, bringing huge restrictions and a massive decline. And in the 20th century, under Yugoslavia, the focus completely shifted to mass production. It was all about quantity, not quality. But now, in the 21st century, a genuine rebirth is happening, driven by a whole new generation of really passionate winemakers.
So how in the world did this wine culture survive all that? The answer is literally in the ground. The land itself, what we call terroir, is Serbia's secret weapon. It's its superpower.
Serbia just has this perfect storm of conditions. You get a continental climate, which means hot, sun-drenched summers to get the grapes perfectly ripe, and then cold winters that let the vines rest and recharge. You have these huge rivers like the Danube that act kind of like a natural climate control system. And the soils? It's an incredible mix of volcanic, limestone, clay, you name it. This creates all these little microclimates, basically unique little pockets where different grapes can find their absolute perfect home.
And that amazing terroir is the perfect stage for the real stars of the show, Serbia's native grapes. This is their secret weapon, because these are grapes you just aren't going to find anywhere else.
We're talking about something called autochthonous grapes. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but the idea is super simple. It just means grapes that are native to one specific place. These aren't your world travelers like Chardonnay or Cabernet. No, these grapes are the very soul of Serbian terroir. They express the country's unique history and identity in every single glass.
All right, let's meet the two headliners. First up, for the Reds, you've got Prekupak. Think big, full-bodied, complex, lots of dark fruit and spice. This is a powerful grape with some serious structure, just perfect with grilled meats or aged cheese. Then, on the complete other end of the spectrum, you have the white grape Tomjanica. It's so aromatic and floral, with citrus and this really unique hint of incense. It's elegant with this beautiful minerality that just sings with seafood. These two right here, they're the heart and soul of Serbia's wine identity.
So that brings us right up to today. After decades of being held back, Serbian winemaking is in the middle of this incredible modern renaissance. It's being led by producers who are looking to the past and the future at the same time.
And what's so cool about what's happening now is this amazing mashup of old and new. On one hand, winemakers are going back to their roots, using things like native yeasts and aging wine in huge old oak barrels to get all that soul and complexity. But at the same time, they are not stuck in the past. They're investing in modern tech like temperature-controlled tanks and other precision techniques to make sure the quality is top-notch. It's this fusion of old-school wisdom and new-school tech that's making their wines so exciting.
So when you put all of that together, the crazy history, the unique land, these incredible native grapes, and this new modern energy, you have to ask the big question: what's next? Could Serbia be the world's next great wine discovery?
Now look, the road ahead isn't without its bumps. They're going up against huge, established wine brands with massive marketing budgets. There's always a need for more investment to keep modernizing. And maybe the biggest hurdle of all is just awareness, getting the word out and convincing people to give Serbian wine a shot. But the potential is just immense. Here's why you should be paying attention. Those unique grapes? That's a story nobody else can tell. Wine tourism is starting to boom, bringing people right to the source. The producers are so passionate and dedicated to quality, it's infectious. And, maybe the most compelling reason for all of us, these wines offer absolutely excellent value. You're getting a high-quality wine with an incredible story for a price that's often way more affordable than its famous cousins.
So the next time you're looking for a bottle that tells a new story, a wine that has deep, ancient roots but a really bright future, maybe you should look to the heart of the Balkans. The only question left is, will a Serbian wine be your next great discovery? Thanks for joining this explainer.